In our readings today in the second book of Kings, we're finishing off chapter 9 and going to chapter 10. And this is a bit of the reign of terror of Jehu, who's been anointed as king over Israel and has been appointed as king, even though Joram is on the throne. In fact, Joram has been either wounded or falls ill at Ramoth Gilead, and he goes back to Israel to recover. And while he's at Israel, Jehu decides he's going to attack him and he's going to finish off the house of Ahab forever. And he goes rides like a madman. It says that in the Hebrew, rides like a madman to get to Israel. And he's asked if he's come in peace, but he says, I have nothing to do with peace. What have you got to do with peace? Kings of Israel, kings of followers of Ahab. And so he goes and he does a terrible thing. He actually challenges Israel to come out in battle. And Israel comes out, and also with him, visiting at the same time, is King Ahaziah of Judah, who is also of the house of Ahab. And they both come out and they're both killed in battle against Jehu. But Jehu doesn't stop there. He also goes and he kills all the sons of Ahab, all 70 of them, in a very gruesome episode where he has 70 of their heads delivered in baskets. And then he's not content with that, because he also meets the family of Ahaziah coming from Judah to visit the king in Samaria, and he has them killed as well, the sheep shearing pit. And so this terrible bloodletting continues. It finishes up in chapter 9 with Jezebel also being killed and finished off in a very gruesome way. So one way or another, and a lot of this theme is about revenge or vengeance for the terrible thing that Ahab did to Naboth, when he took his vineyard. But then coming into chapter 10, we also find that Jehu hasn't finished yet, and he gathers together the priests of Baal, and he tricks them into thinking that he wants to make sacrifices to Baal, and so he gets them in their full regalia to come and make a sacrifice to Baal. And then when he's got them together, he locks them in the room, and 80 men kill them all. Very grim outcome. And then lastly, we read about Jehu that even though he deals with Baal and he gets rid of Baal, and he actually turns the altar of Baal into a toilet, but although he does that, he doesn't forsake the ways of Jeroboam, which was, remember, where he set up the golden calves at Dan and Bethel. He's still following the sinful ways of Jeroboam, who led Israel away from the worship of the Lord in Jerusalem. So we're seeing here that Jehu, even though he's king, even though he's trying to do these righteous things, still hasn't really got things right. He's not worshipping the Lord alone. He's not serving him above all. However much we think our actions are justified, if God isn't in number one place and we aren't following him, everything is really worthless. Have a very good June the 26th.